Hey friends, Luke here, Hagen Surface Protection, back again. Got a little how I video. Today we're going to be doing the first layer of ceramic coating on this boat. We're going to be using the new Gtechniq Marine ceramic coating. This is a two layer. It can be used one at a time, but we're using both layers together. This is the first layer. Is going to do base, obviously, and then 24 hours you want cure time between base, and then you're going to put in top. So today we're going to be putting base on the hull of this boat, and then tomorrow about the same time we'll be putting on the top coat, and then that'll be good. And because it's a new boat and we maintain properly, this is what they're calling their 3-year coating. So tools and products I'm using, obviously the Gtechniq Marine. This is the 250 ml bottle. They also sell it in a 50 ml bottle, so depending on your application, get what you need. I would just try to get just enough, but you don't want to run out halfway through, so I always keep an extra bottle, especially if I drop one. I always have an extra, and then hopefully I have an extra bottle that you didn't have to crack open as a spare, just to make sure you got enough. So we're going to be applying that with, this is the first use on the suede applicator. This is auto fiber saver foam applicator block. I have a lot of experience with the microfiber ones, but we're going to try the suede one on this because I just want to see how it's going to go because it's so smooth. So applicator, my first leveling towel, this is Rag Company Edgeless Pearl. This is my go-to leveling coating towel. It's going to get most of it off, and then I like to follow it up with like a plush towel. You probably can't get this color. This is from Ceramic Pro. I'm also Ceramic Pro certified installer, and I got a bunch of these towels and they're cool. Not many people have this pink towel, so it's kind of cool. Prep work I've done was wash, and then we did a water spot remover on here. I did a little video on that, so you can watch that on my channel. Then we did a one-step polish, also a video on that. I kind of reviewed the product I was using. And then we used Gtechniq panel wipe. I like to stay within the same brand with the panel wipe anytime I'm applying a coating. And then so today we're going to be doing the base on this side of the hull. The other side of the ship has already been done. This is the way I had to do it out here on this one. We're on an end tie, so I had to work kind of half of the boat at a time. And so I'll show you how we do it. You may be wondering, here's what I do. I'm right-handed, and I always work right to left on a boat, so I can have the block in this hand and brace myself with this hand, so I'm not putting a hand on a freshly coated surface. And then you also may be wondering why I only have one glove on. It's a good reason for that. I used to use 2 gloves, but I kept running into an issue. When it would get hot, I would be applying the coating and I would get a sweat drip out of the glove, and it would land on what I was doing, and it would screw up the entire area, and I'd have to pull it all off, and it would leave like a trip line, and it just turned into a bunch of extra work. So I put one glove on, so this hand I can put against the boat, and I'll get my hand oils on. But if you do, then you just use some panel wipe real quick and get rid of that. And then so I'm sure it's not great to get the coating on your skin, but that's a risk I'm willing to take, so that's up to you. But this is why I do it, and always right to left, so I can put my hand against here, because I'm going to be leaning over as I get further down. It's just inevitable. I know it's just the way it's going to be. Okay, so these bottles don't come with a little dripper, or I mean, if you wanted to, if you're in a situation where you can have a cart, and I would use one of those little droppers, You want to clean, this bottle's kind of almost gone, so there's some crusties. Clean that off. And these don't, since this is like an open hole, so you got to do it, this is the way I do it. Since it's a fresh pad, we need to prime the pad, so we're going to put extra on this first application. So I do 6, I call them dots because you're going to end up with dots. So I do 6, lid back on. Don't want to spill this, too expensive. Then I taco the pad so you don't get weird wet spots. And then I'm gonna do this section. If you're new to this, like, depends on where you are in the country and the time of day, heat and humidity are all gonna play in factor on how big of an area you can get away with. So I'm in Santa Cruz, California, like central California, a little south of San Francisco. It's gonna be like 70 today. It's perfect for installing the coating. I'm not sure what the humidity is, but it's excellent. So, and this has a long working time. They engineered it to increase the working time, so you got time to put it on and get your stuff together, get your towel ready. It says on the bottle, let's see, benefits: Gtechniq Ceramic Base is a marine specific, so gel coat and marine paint, chemically bonded ceramic coat. It has been formulated to offer the ultimate UV stain protection for marine gel coats and top coats. How to use: load an applicator, they want to use theirs, and spread the product into a 2x2. That's the general rule of thumb, is a 2x2 foot area, and immediately buff away residue with a microfiber towel. And caution label. So I'm gonna do this thing, so I'm gonna put like 3. Ooh, we need more. So I'm not used to using this applicator, micro suede. It's okay, we got time. Get it juicy? We'll see how this pad goes. I might not do it. There we go. I do 3, or however many you want, and then go opposite direction. Now the pad's working. You just got to get it. Make sure you get that first time you're using the pad. Make sure it's primed properly, and make sure the boat is dry. You don't want to pick up a drip anytime you put on a coating. You don't want to boat. Don't want to pick up a drip as you're going, because it can cause a real issue. Okay. Cross hatch, however you want to do it. Just make sure you got it all on there. You can see that it's everywhere. It's got like the rainbowing in effect. So there's time. Like, you don't have to freak out. At least I don't here in my area. Get you a fresh quarter side of your towel. Lightly level. You're going to kind of smear it around. You'll see it. It's also going to end up in the towel. You can feel it where you'll be able to feel where the coating is and is not as you're going. It's pretty cool. And you can tell the difference between the base and the top coat. I think it's a thing that Gtechniq does with their coatings. They add like a feeling to it. Some of the other brands too, as far as I know. Anyway. So you can see I pretty much got it, and you're going to want to watch out for high spots, because I can see one here where I push the coating with my towel around this corner, and you're going to want to check over here too. So like as you go on like this, you can push extra coating and wrap it around, and if you don't catch that, you're going to end up with a high spot, which you don't want. So you can use any other towel. I like to do a second buff towel. It's just the way I like to do it. And I like to use a plush towel like this. So like a Rag Company Eagle 350 or Auto Fiber I forget the name of his towel, but they both have a 350 GSM, like plushy, longer pile towel. This is the one I have the best. I just like the way it works, so that's what I use. Checking this top, got it all. And then it's a gray hole, so you're gonna it's hard to see high spots and low spots on this gray, so I'm gonna use the reflection. I'm looking at the reflection for any high spots, low spots, which would look kind of like a high spot would look like a shadow, and a low spot would look like a duller spot, because the coating is gonna add shine and gloss. So you'll see where you got leftovers and where you didn't get. And you want to get like all directions, even down. So you're gonna make sure you check under here. Okay, that's clean. Okay, that's it. We got it. Section done. And now I would move over here. This is kind of big, so you're gonna want to carefully break this up. You're gonna make sure you don't end up with a weird high spot here too. It's just in my experience. So I'll go ahead and do another one for you. Let me make sure you're in the camera. Okay. So we'll do one more section. Just give you an idea of what we got going on here. Prime the pad good again. Once you get it like primed up and juicy, then you can do like 4 dots. The base coat is kind of normal. The top coat goes a lot further. You can use a lot less. I buy like almost half the amount when I make a purchase for, and I estimate for a boat. So you're gonna want to like find a spot on the boat that you can make like a visual mark with, so you know where you've been. You'll kind of feel it with the towel. Like when I run a towel over it, this is going to be slicker, and this is going to have more drag on the towel because there's no coating. So we'll pick the yacht and we'll try and go straight down. So since we're going to do this, I'm going to make a down line, down line, down line, and then go horizontal, and then I can see the coating here, so I know where to stop. And this is layerable, so like if you want to put more, you can, but they say you won't really see much of an increase in benefit. And then I do these two. Go ahead and try and get in there. But when you clean this out, when you get in the buffing the coating on here, you really need to make sure you get inside the letters good, because it's a good spot to leave. It's a good area to leave a high spot. I would say the microfiber applicator puts down more. So I don't know. We'll try this one and we'll see. Maybe I'll try and do a versus video. That'd be cool. But you don't want to put too much, because you end up wasting too much. So, and then keep this clean. I mean, new part of the towel. I use this towel for a while because I got my second buff towel. So once this thing starts feeling kind of gooey, then this goes into the garbage and I grab a fresh one. So I don't know. Even though it says take off immediately, I like to wait, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. Just want to make sure it's bonding. So get the bulk off in the field, in the big area, because you're going to need to spend some time around the yacht letters. And then when you get over here, make sure you're not pushing coating like that, because I can, yeah, see I did it. Just doing that, pushed coating to the area I already did. So you always have to make sure you're paying attention to that. It's like ceramic coating, applying kind of 101 basics. And then you can even you can get your own little swipe going that we pull it back this way, which is a good thing to do. Okay, switch towels. Second buff off. And then we're going to work on the yacht letters. This is why, another good reason why you want a towel with some longer nap, because you can get in there and it'll suck the coating out. Double up, you can single it and get in there with your finger. Luckily with this coating, see, I got time for this. I'm not worried about it curing almost instantly on the surface. It's got a good amount of work time. Even in the sun, it worked good. I had time. Like on the top side, I did the whole top of the roof, like middle of the day in the sun. It was totally fine. I'm kind of using my little bit of fingernail in there, get in that edge. Okay. Do your inspection. Okay, that's it. There we go. So just continue the same process for all the way down. 50 feet of boat on this one, 50 feet of hull. Well, I don't have to count the swim stuff, but there's a lot. Anyway, so just make sure you got all your stuff together, and then if you're gonna do a hull like this, do it all. Just do it all. Don't stop and don't do half and then go home for the day and come back tomorrow and start where you left off. There's a good chance you could end up with some weirdness. That's just what I've heard from another coating installer. He told me not to do that, and it makes really good sense. So I make sure I do a whole section, unless you can find like an area where you could, I guess you could stop here on like an inside or outside corner. But anyway, so that's how I step one of installation for the 2-layer Gtechniq Marine coating. So this is base. I'm gonna wait 24 hours. I'll be back tomorrow, install top coat. I'll film that too, just to show you. But it's the same process. So just take your time, be patient. I wouldn't suggest doing a boat like this if you're new to coatings. Start small and get some experience, because you want to eventually you're going to run into something where you're going to have to deal with it. So just a word to the wise. Okay, be back in 24 hours. Stay tuned. Okay, hey everyone, Luke here. We're back. It's been 24 hours since we put on the Gtechniq Marine Base layer of the ceramic coating. So next up, final layer, Gtechniq Marine top. We already kind of went through this. So same process as yesterday, as the base coat. Yeah, nothing new. We're going to use this micro suede applicator again. I liked it. It worked good. on the haul yesterday, so we're going to stick with it again today and try it with the top coat. The top coat seems to go like you need a lot less than the base, which makes sense because you're putting it over a ceramic coating already, so it's smooth and you're able to put on a thinner layer. That's what I'm guessing. This is a little bit thicker though too, so it's kind of more viscous, so it's a little bit like a jelly. It's not really gel, but it's thicker than the base. Just pointing that out. So again, clean the bottle. Forgot my glove again. Glove up with my left hand, as I explained yesterday. Same process. We're going to prime this. 6 dots. Good dots. See, it's thicker. See how it kind of runs. Anyway. Okay. Cap on. 6 dots priming. Taco the pad. Just like yesterday. I'm going to do 3 lines. It also feels different when you put it on. It's got more drag because of the thickness of the product, but it spreads out real easy. Cross hatch, do whatever you want, just as long as you get it on there even. Let's save this area for later when I do this swim step. Once you get it on there, it's nice and smooth. Okay. So that's applied. Gives you that rainbow effect. You should be able to kind of see that. Yeah, you can see it. So you can see you got it everywhere. It says the same instructions, you know, wipe on and remove right away. So it's cool again this morning. So we're gonna use the same leveling towel, Rad Company Pearl. Light pressure. Kind of rubbing it in and smearing it around. Make sure you got it everywhere. Excess will be absorbed into the towel. Oh yeah, that is nice. Feels real slick now. Could point it out in the previous part of the video. You can feel it. The difference where you got it and you don't. Yeah. So the base coat area has a little bit more drag to the towel, and this glides a lot smoother. So you'll be able to tell if you missed any spots just by the feel on your towel. That's it. Check again, make sure you didn't push any product. No high spots, no low spots. And there you go. Make sure you don't drop the pad, your bottle. As you can see, not too difficult. Here's a little view of the rest of the boat. So today I'm going to be doing the hull this rail all the way down. We got all this back section to do, all smooth around there. This is it. This is the Cruiser Yachts 50 Cantius 2020. You can see how good just the base coat looks on there. The top adds even more gloss. Really nice boat. Alright. Well, that's how I install Gtechniq Marine base and top layer. Just take your time. This is your first time using it, like I said. Maybe not take on a project like this. Do some smaller ones, get a feel for it. Just how to use a marine coating in general. It's a little different than putting it on clear coat. Just get used to it. You'll be able to produce some really great results. Alright, well, when this is all done, I'll shoot another walk around video. Just kind of show it off. Just check it out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this. Stay tuned for more. Alright, hey everybody. Luke here again, of course. Last step of the ceramic coating process on the boat is I'm doing non-skid. Pretty simple. This is the easiest thing to ceramic coat. I'm just gonna put it on your applicator and you just wipe it on. You don't have to do any leveling or anything. So first, of course, use the Gtechniq panel wipe. Wipe it with a towel. For the non-skid, I use Ceramic Pro. I am a certified Ceramic Pro installer. So this is a professional product. You have to go through their certification training and all that stuff in order to be able to get this. So the other option was to just use the Gtechniq base and top, or you can just use one of the coatings. So you can use base or top by itself, or both. Would be the same process. You don't have to level that one or wipe it off on the non-skid with any of the coatings you use. So I'm running out of room. I'm almost done. I wanted to film this last little section as I work my way off the boat. It's like you want to make sure you don't paint yourself into a corner. Bear with me for a second. Hopefully that's good. So as I said, I've already panel wiped it. Sorry if you can't really see me very well. My pad is primed. You're going to want to use microfiber for this because you want the nap or the fingers of the microfiber to get in between this non-skid pattern. I wouldn't do this. This one's okay. You want to make sure you're only putting this stuff on a more aggressive non-skid like this. So just depends on the boat and use caution. So put it on pretty heavy because I want it to be able to do its job for a long time. So that would have been my 5 dots. And then I'm working like this section. So I'm going to put my line. And I'm going to go across the line. Make sure you get it everywhere. I can see it going on because it's shiny. It is going to add gloss to this. It's going to make anything that gets on here really easy to clean off. Like if you're fishing, this is really good for non-skid on a fishing boat. Because then you can just, if the blood and gut's dry, you can just pressure wash it off. It's really basic. And then you have the option to, you can take your towel and wipe these lines, these smooth lines if you want. I've got it on nice and thick. I don't see any weirdness, so it's really even, so I'm just been leaving it. So choice is up to yours. Choice is up to you. Sorry. So that's, like I said, pretty simple application for this. I've already done all this. Started at the bow, worked each side, did this back area here, down each set of steps, and now I'm working my way towards the dock. Just got this little bit left, and this boat is going to be completely done. Finally, this is my 11th day straight on this one. I'm not sure how many hours. I haven't added them up yet. But, you know, I requested access for 15 days, shooting for 12 days to complete, and gonna have it in 10 and a half. It's about noon. Be done in like 10 minutes. And then put my signs, make sure nobody gets on the boat, because they'll leave footprints. And that's it. So I'll finish this, and I'll do a quick walk around video. Hopefully kind of show off the job. Okay, thanks for watching. Really appreciate all my subscribers. Really helps out. And like I said, if there's got any questions, hit me in the comments. I'll try and shoot a video. Help you out any way I can.